On this edition of City Focus, the Valdosta Fire Department has activities throughout the month of October for Fire Prevention Month. The Stormwater Division is honored with a national award for its street sweeping program. The MPO updates residents on the pilot shuttle program, downtown truck study, and public transit. Learn how Georgia homeowners could seek help if their mortgage is underwater with a new program called Underwater Georgia. And find out about all the ways you can serve by applying for an open seat on a board, commission, authority, or advisory committee. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus McConico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. City Focus is your source for information for what's taking place within your city government. This is the 20th episode of City Focus in 2016, and here are some of the important topics that are happening in the city.
The Valdosta Fire Department brought the Fire Safety House to Open Bible Christian School to teach kids what to do in the event of a fire.
Do a simulated smoke in the fire safety house. I explained to them that it is fake smoke, but in the event of a real fire, they need to make their way out of the house as quickly as possible. And we have them demonstrate crawling low under smoke and also doing a stop, drop, and roll.
The purpose of the month is an effort to keep people safe, and the department believes learning fire safety tips should begin at an early age.
Now, we want to save as many lives as we can. As a firefighter, our main priority is to save lives. That's what we do. You know, we protect property, but first and foremost, we save lives. And the main way that we can do this is by educating the public.
The fire department has a lot of events planned for this month to give fire safety tips.
We'll be doing a puppet show at the mall. We'll be doing some more fire safety for the kids, and that will be fun as well. So,
to find out about all of the events going on during the month of October, contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-1836.
Recruits for the Valdosta Fire Department are training on a new piece of equipment that will help better serve the citizens of the city.
What we're doing today is working with our recruits on forcible entry. A lot of times we arrive on scene to different locations and we wind up the door is locked or either ajar, and we have to make entry regardless of whether it's fire conditions are showing or it may be to assist EMS on the person's downs.
Members of the department trained in forcible entry before receiving this new tool, but this will make their training more thorough.
In an effort to train our recruits up the way they need to be trained, this props allows us to force entry time and time again on the door using wood slats to simulate a deadbolt or some type of locking mechanism. So it's very valuable. Before this, we did a lot of simulation and they didn't get a lot of the tool use. The tool use and the actual way you use the tool is very important, not only for the safety of our customers, but us as firefighters also. We would actually visit doors that we would actually be making entry in or would simulate making entry in, but we would go through the process of using the tool, but they didn't actually get to see how much force was actually needed to be applied to that door to make it effective.
The recruits believe the training process that they are going through will aid everyone in the community.
But with us having this door, it gives us opportunity firsthand to really, test the structure of a door. And when it comes down to the citizens, they'll be more welcome and free, peace of mind that we'll be able to get in and protect them whenever we need to.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-1835.
October is Community Planning Month, designated by the American Planning Association.
Way to highlight the work that planners do in our communities to make our communities better places to live and work in. Planners serve represent a variety of professions. Transportation planners, land use planners, environmental planners. The list can go on and on.
Local planners have completed several projects here in our community. The Highway 84 project is one that most residents are familiar with.
Transportation planners here locally and with the State Department of Transportation worked to analyze what type of project was going to be best for that location to reduce vehicle and railroad interactions. And ultimately it was decided to build that overpass in its current design.
City officials are exploring options to make improvements in regard to public transportation and reducing the truck traffic downtown.
Public transit in Valdosta, what are those options? What are the alternatives for implementing public transit? And it's planners' role to evaluate all of the variables that go into implementing public transit, and then give that information to our local elected officials to ultimately make a decision on whether or not to implement public transit and what that implementation might look like. Looking at how to mitigate truck traffic impacts in downtown, evaluating the various alternatives, and then again recommending that alternative to our local elected officials.
The planners in our community work to lay down the groundwork so the city can continue to develop. The MPO recently won a national award for outstanding achievement for Metropolitan Planning Organization below a population of 200,000. For Metro 17, I'm Michaela Leung.
The Valdosta Stormwater Division recently received a national award for its street sweeping program. The division has installed an HD camera and GPS system on its sweeper truck that lets staff track, map, and video the truck's route throughout the city.
This award is a national award from NATO, and the Southern Georgia Regional Commission nominated us for this clean sweep of collection data for our sweeper. And it's an innovative project that we just developed over the past year and a half, and we're really excited. It'll help local governments to become more efficient and consistent with their street sweeping.
The street sweeper already helped keep litter from our local waterways, but now with the tracking software, the department can work more efficiently in compiling data.
The street sweeping program is not the most glamorous service that the city provides, but it's very important because it reduces the pollutants that could potentially run off into our local water bodies, and it helps keep the streets safer. But we found that trying to keep up with the data and the reports that we need to do our annual reporting on.
Before the installation of the new software, all the data that was collected had to be done by hand.
The installation of the HD camera, it helps to manage the location, the time, and the date of the sweeper, and it also provides the total miles that our sweeper has swept.
For more information, contact the Stormwater Division at 229-333-3530.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you are beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Next.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
Let's do those pearly whites, man.
Yeah! Boys, check it, snap.
Ooh, cute.
Are you good to try?
I'm fine.
Hey girl, what's the sound? What's the name? What's good? What's up?
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Sir, go and step out of the vehicle for me.
Yes, sir. See ya, buddy. Today Sean's got a hearing. We'll see how it goes. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
A new mortgage assistance program may provide some relief to Georgia homeowners. Between September 28th and October 18th, Georgia residents will be able to visit underwatergeorgia.org to fill out a pre-application for mortgage assistance. All applications will be assigned a number, will be sent to a third party for a blind random selection. Applications will be reviewed in the order selected for eligibility, and those deemed eligible will continue through the process. Not all eligible applicants will receive assistance. To be eligible, residents have to meet the following requirements: owe more than the home is currently worth, owe no more than $250,000, have purchased the home before 2012, less than 90 days late on the mortgage, your mortgage lender is willing to participate, and have not previously received Home Safe Georgia assistance. The website will start taking applications on September 28th. The City of Valdosta has partnered with the University of Georgia's House and Demographic Research Center to conduct a survey designed for people working in Valdosta.
The City of Valdosta is what we call a GIC community, and that stands for Georgia Initiative for Community Housing. And that is an organization that is founded out of the University of Georgia and the Carl Vinson Institute. That's also out of the University of Georgia. And their mission is to make sure that the communities around Georgia have all of the information necessary to make sure that we have affordable community housing for the citizens of Georgia.
The Community Assistantship Program grant will allow the city to better collect data about where people live and why they live there.
And what that in essence is about 100 hours of service from a graduate assistant and a professor from University of Georgia that will assist us in getting information about workforce housing and transportation in our community.
Until November 4th, workers from Valdosta's top 5 employers, South Georgia Medical Center, Valdosta State University, Lowndes County Schools, Valdosta City Schools, and Lowe's Regional Distribution Center are asking their employees to participate in the 5 to 10 minute survey.
We have given this survey in similar fashion to just citizens, but we want to find out what the employees of the top 5 employers, what their thoughts are, because for a lot of them, they can't afford to live in the city or they choose not to live in the city, and we want to know why. Last few years, the city, along with Lowndes County, has been investigating how we can incorporate public transportation in our community. And this is just another added benefit to that, to give more information on why we need it, the areas that we need it, and the reasons why. So when we can offer firm data on these situations, it's even better.
The survey can be found on the homepage of the city's website.
October means fall, cooler weather, and Halloween. People of all ages love Halloween, and the Valdosta Police Department wants to keep everyone safe while they are enjoying trick-or-treating. Parents, there are several things that VPD is asking you to do to protect your children on what should be a fun and safe night for all.
Halloween is just around the corner. Before you send your kids out to trick-or-treat, there's some things that need you to remember. Their safety is more important than their candies. They need to leave the house without anything covering their face. Don't have their face covered at all. Make sure that their costume that they're wearing has some bright coloring on it. You can get some reflective tape. You can put little highlight buttons on them that glows in the dark. Make sure the kids have things that won't cause them to trip and fall when they're going trick-or-treat. Kids, I want you to remember, if the light's off, don't go to the house. If the person's a stranger, don't go to that house. Also, be aware of traffic that's going around. Kids, keep your eye out on cars. Look both ways before you cross the street, and always go with an adult.
For more information, contact Officer Vernotis Williams at 229-242-2606.
On October 1st, the City of Valdosta introduced a new program using federal CDBG funds that will allow low-interest loans up to $10,000 each to qualifying new and existing small businesses within the city. $50,000 will be awarded annually through this program. The Small Business Seed Loan Program is through the city's Neighborhood Development Division. Two types of loans are offered: Startup Expansion Loan and the Working Capital Loan. Valdosta State University's Small Business Development Center will help applicants complete a business plan and give other technical assistance. For more information about the program or pick up a loan application, call the Neighborhood Development Division at 229-671-3617. The City of Valdosta recently participated in the Southeastern Credit Union's Fill a Truck Drive that supported Second Harvest of South Georgia's mission. City employees are involved in many events throughout the year that gives back to the community. The city hosts several blood drives during the year. The holiday season is always busy as the police department has Shop with a Cop on December 19th. The fire department also hosts Shop with a Firefighter in December and a bike giveaway. The mayor's gift drive will also take place in mid to late December. Contact public information at 229-259-3548 to find out how you can be involved in these events. Citizens have until November 2nd at 5 p.m. to apply for one of the 12 appointments to serve the community on a board, commission, authority, or advisory committee. The appointments are Central Valdosta Development Authority, Downtown Development Authority, 3 appointments. Lowndes County Board of Health, 1 appointment. Metropolitan Planning Organization Citizens Advisory Committee, 1 appointment. Valdosta Historic Preservation Commission, 1 appointment. Valdosta Housing Authority, 1 appointment, to be appointed by the mayor. Valdosta Housing Board of Adjustments and Appeals, 2 appointments. Valdosta Lowndes County Conference Center and Tourism Authority, 1 at-large appointment. Valdosta Lowndes County Development Authority, 1 appointment. Valdosta Lowndes County Land Bank Authority, 1 appointment, to be appointed by the mayor. Announcement of appointed individuals will be made at the November 10th City Council meeting. For more information, contact Valdosta City Clerk Teresa Bolin at 229-259-3503.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie and then wham-bam minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. My daughter, Brooklyn, was also a motivation for me to go back to school.
It's been so amazing to be able to give our child the life that we kind of pictured us having, even though we didn't really have that.
I've been in foster care my whole life.
He's so strong to just be able to leave that all behind and still be able to take care of his daughter and be a good husband.
Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone.
We've been through so much in our life, and he never used that as an excuse, but as motivation to do better.
I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. October 11th, Central Valdosta Development Authority Board Meeting, 5 o'clock in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. October 11th, Tree Commission Meeting, 5:15 in the Engineering Conference Room in the City Hall Annex on the 2nd floor. October 12th, Georgia Initiative for Community Housing Committee Meeting, 11 a.m. in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. October 13th, Fair Housing Committee Meeting, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. October 15th, Community Resource Fair for Disabled Persons, 10 a.m. at Mathis City Auditorium. October 15th, the Valdosta Fire Department hosts the first annual Firefighters Ball at 7 p.m. at the James H. Rainwater Conference Center. October 16th, Movie Night. Help the Valdosta Police Department's Shop with a Cop program by watching a movie at Valdosta Stadium Simmons. October 17th, KLVB Board Meeting, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. Greater Lowndes Planning Commission Work Session, 5:30 at the South Health District Administrative Office. October 19th, Land Bank Authority Meeting, 9 a.m. in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. October 19th, Goodwill on the Go Career Development Workshop, 11 a.m. in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. October 20th, City Council Meeting, 5:30 at City Hall. October 22nd, Make a Difference Day. For more information on how you can volunteer, contact KLVB. October 22nd, Bulk Trash Amnesty Day, 9 a.m. For more information, contact Neighborhood Development at 229-671-3617. October 24th, Community Development Block Grant Citizen Advisory Committee, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. October 24th, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission Meeting, 5:30 at the South Health District Administrative Office. October 26th, Historic Preservation Commission Work Session, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. October 31st, Halloween. Trick-or-treat activities begin at 6 p.m. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public-information or call Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548. As we get closer to the holiday season, many departments in the city will do their part to make sure as many people as possible have a happy holiday season. The city hosts many events during this time of the year. Shop with a Cop, Shop with a Firefighter, the Mayor's Gift Drive, and Firefighters Bike Giveaway are just a few. There are many more throughout our community. Find one that means something to you and help out as much as possible because this is one community and we should all look out for each other. Visit our website to find more information about the city events. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website at valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta, City Without Limits. Also like our Valdosta Youth Council page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. And help your local government by downloading the Valdosta Click and Fix app to your mobile device. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on City Focus.